Buongiorno, buon popolo. Every year we make a point of writing to everyone in our church community about money. I want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed financially in the past year to St Francis Church. The best way to support us is through the parish giving scheme, and if you are not yet a member of the scheme, please join it. Our planned giving officer, John Telfer, is only too happy to help if you have any questions, and his contact details will be in the letter you receive. John ensures that all your details are kept entirely confidential. If you're in the scheme, you'll know that there is the option of an annual uplift to match the rate of inflation. And we are so grateful that the majority of our givers use this facility, which helps us keep pace with rising costs. Having said that, the PCC budget is running at a small deficit, which is only balanced by reserves bolstered by occasional legacies. So our aim is to balance the books. To help do that, I encourage anyone who is not yet a regular giver to join, and to those who give regularly by standing order or envelopes, a small regular increase makes a big difference, so please don't delay. The cost of gas and electricity is coming down a little, so we have some relief. But much of the grant monies that were available to help us last year with the cost of heating are not available this year. So we are almost entirely dependent on regular giving as well as fundraising events. Particular thanks this week to the organisers of the Ceilidh, which raised £492 for church funds, and to all those people who helped prepare and serve food. Thank you. Can I also remind you of the importance of legacies? The generosity of those who remember us in their will is a substantial support in securing our future, as it allows us the funds to develop our buildings for use by successive generations, even as we are celebrating the generosity of the past 70 years. John Wesley is reputed to have said that the last thing to be converted is a person's wallet. Another epithet of Christian stewardship is that money is the sacrament of seriousness. In other words, it is a symbol of what we think is important. I'm aware that everyone has demands on their household budgets, so you need to know that we do not take for granted any of the money we receive here. You can be sure that it is wisely spent and ensures the flourishing of our parish church. The main part of our budget is the parish share, which will be £56,000 in the coming year. This is one of the most important things we do because it provides the ministry of the Church of England, principally the cost of clergy, not only for us to have a vicar here, but to contribute to the cost of clergy in every part of the diocese. The fact that diocesan resources are very thinly stretched, and in some places they even have to share clergy. My colleagues in Bellingham have just 2 paid clergy for 21 parishes. Now clearly their rural context is very different to our urban setting. Indeed, the whole population of that deanery is less than the population of High Heaton. But that doesn't mean that they have any less work to do. Indeed, sustaining 21 places of worship requires a lot of voluntary support as well as hard work. Meanwhile, in our own deanery of Newcastle East, parishes in Vicar, in Walker and Long Benton are dependent on the generosity of parishes like High Heaton to ensure that they can have the leadership that can help make a difference. Just recently, St Michael's Vicar secured a grant of over £4 million to provide for a redevelopment of the church and buildings to support youth ministry for the next generation in one of the most deprived parts of the city. And much of that success is the leadership provided by the clergy on the ground, made possible through the parish share system. Our other costs are what we bear to make our own parish mission possible. And I am astonished by the spread of activities and the levels of voluntary engagement by so many people in our parish. This indicates to me that there is a spiritual seriousness at St Francis that ensures a bright future. So please let us ensure that our giving keeps pace with our hard work and ambition, and that God will bless our endeavours.